You okay, Mo? Is there something you want to say?
Why would I want to say something so I could watch you sneer at me?
I don't ever sneer at you.
Oh, sweetie, you don't have to. You get your point across.
And say what you want to say then.
Hey, Dad.
I tried.
Try again, release yourself.
Stop.
Just say it.
Don't you ever raise your voice at me. I am your mother. All I do is worry, and all I get back is that face on your face. So full of disdain and resentment and always so annoyed. Nobody admits anything they've done.
Sorry, I know it's irrational.
Alright. I figured I'd try something new. I want to review this movie, Hereditary. It's supposed to be, I guess, a scary flick. I don't really know anything about it. I heard a lot of amazing stuff. I started watching 10 minutes into it. I said, wait a second, let me just record myself about my first impressions before I really watch it. It only really, like I said, I don't even remember. I heard about it. I can't even tell you about the trailer. So I'm now watching it. I don't even know where this shit is going. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing, but I'm only 10 minutes in, so I don't really know anything what's going on like that. But I figured let me go see. Let's go record myself. But just before we go do it, just talk and let you guys know what I'm about to go watch. We'll go watch it. You get my first impressions of the film. Hopefully it's dope. And then I'll drop a couple little, I finally caught a couple movies I've been meaning to see that came out recently. We're going to do some, y'all going to take a trip through my mind's eye about how I felt about those films. But right now it's about Hereditary. And right now, man, I just want to see a good scary flick. I love a good scary flick. So I'm excited. Just be good. I don't even know if it's rated R. I'm glad I'm not even sure. Because on the real, if it was like rated PG, it'll kill my vibe a little bit. Because I like to make sure that my scary movies don't feel hindered by anything. So we're going to watch this, see how it go. Get you back on the flip side. Let's get it. Hereditary. Just finished watching it. This is my non-spoiler review. Yeah. Let's get into it. Alright, man. As you know, we already know what the flick is. It's Hereditary. And a brief synopsis is when a matriarch of the Graham family passes away, her daughter and grandchildren begin to unravel cryptic and increasingly terrifying secrets about their ancestry, trying to outrun the sinister fate they have inherited. Reading this helps me out because this is an interesting movie. You see, I'm pausing a lot, and I'm getting more comfortable doing this nowadays, but I'm pausing a lot because this is a film I will have to watch again. Off the top, I liked it. I'm a horror dude, I like it, but it comes up as a drama thriller. I'm looking it up right now on Google, so yeah. But now, off that, now that we off of that, let's get into the picks. First off, the basic thing to pick apart from this film will obviously be where it shines its best. And it shines its best in the cinematography and how it's filmed to create a lot of atmospheric shots. A lot of things. Everything was... This is where the director completely shines by trying to keep you entranced in a very small story. Because the story is very small, but it's just put together and timed very well to get the most creepy effects out of it. So in that's what I really liked. You know what I mean? The acting is good on the surface. Everyone came to play. Nobody came to BS. No one came to play Connect 4 at the chess match. No one came to play checkers at the chess match. They came to play. So in that year, the negatives, let's just say negatives. It's not so much the script, but the way everything was unraveling, even though it was a small story, it still leaves you a lot to question. Like, where were we exactly going with it? Just reading the synopsis, it makes you wonder, all right, so you were focusing on it being like a family curse, I guess, but it wasn't implied, like, only when she went through the books. Then it made you go, wait a second, did I missed something? It almost makes you want to watch it all over again. So I will watch this again and do another deep dive spoiler review of this. But on the surface, I think that's where you could lose your audience, because you're creating all the atmosphere, and they're trying to follow you for the scary stuff. But as you unravel the story, it's not hard to follow the story, but there's certain things in it that make you go, all right, did you just summon that, or did you really get the spirit you was looking for? I mean, at the end, I guess they explain it, but I guess now as I think about it, I guess it could make sense, but I'll do a spoiler review. I guess on the surface, when you watch it, it's one of those films that you have to really take your time and really let it come in, so you can make sure. Some of those movies, when it's over, you're just standing there and they're like, and you'll still be in the theater well after the credits are still rolling, sitting there, because you're trying to say, like, I get what you just
Come on,
did,
Peter.
but I'm trying to make
Here's your
sure
suit.
that's what you just did, because I feel like we skipped
It's heartening to see so many strange new faces here today. I know my mom would be very touched and probably a little suspicious. My mother was a very secretive and private woman.
But they did it because I felt like it wasn't enough to
Grandma?
make you go,
You know you were her favorite, right?
It was like,
Even when you were a little baby, she wouldn't let me feed you because she needed to feed you. She was a very difficult woman, which maybe explains me.
I recognize you from your mother.
What?
Sometimes I swear I can feel them in the room.
She
isn't gone.
I think they needed to do a lot more.
She had private rituals, private friends.
I get that you want to do too much in the beginning.
Who's gonna take care of me?
You don't think I'm gonna take care of you?
But
when you die?
She wasn't altogether there
She wanted to keep circling back and see the grandma.
at the end.
So you really understood, because if it wasn't for the you almost
I don't like this. Dad, I don't like this.
What's happening? Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother! Mom, what's happening? Stop!
said if they did just a little
I just don't
more,
want to put any more stress on my family.
Let's say and I give them that props, because I actually liked it. It just was one of those, you gotta really, now I want to go back and see if I missed any small things that led me there, you know. But that's why I say with the nitpicks is they could have just tightened up those little things or added those little bit more breadcrumbs, so when you got hit at the end, the impact will be stronger and it won't leak. Because I could see this movie have someone sit here and be stuck and like, I don't even know if I like it. Because when you gave me what you gave at the end, if I wasn't at least on the same pace, it almost felt like, when did you have time to really get all of that there unless I totally missed something? And it might take someone out of the film, even for a revisit. I enjoyed it though. That's just me. And that's my nitpicks when it comes to that. Another thing in terms of, actually, I don't think I have much of a negative. I just think it was a little bit of the story elements. I felt like they could have peppered a little bit more stuff in there, so when you came to the end, you could get the impact and it could bring everything at the end. I went in not even knowing. I heard of the movie, didn't know anything about it. I just heard it was like a real good scary flick. So going right into it, it was like, whoa, okay, and it's coming up like a thriller here, and then now reading the synopsis and because especially with the name of it's called Heredity, you're trying to see if I see all of that in that film, and it's there, but it really wasn't. Not saying it had to be on the nose, not enough to be like, I get why you went there with the film, because in reading the synopsis, you really see that it's supposed to follow the family. In that, I don't think they all the way made it feel like that. So, you're just trying to, you get it at the end, but it makes you go, all right, I see what you're doing, but you didn't pepper just enough so the impact when you got there to be like, oh, it just left you going like, yo, you went a whole other way. I like it. It's kind of a weird way to end it, but it's like, okay. It's just like how someone, I can imagine when people did Blair Witch Project the first time, seeing it, how it ends, it's like, so we're ending it like that. You know what I'm saying? But at least the build up to that impact hits you hard at the end and leaves you there. This one is like, I'm not sure what happened. And I don't know if you just threw that there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just for throwing it, or you did it to keep this vague ambiance and make it kind of weird and awkward, and which goes into another nitpick, which I actually love. You could take that ending as something more like, oh, that's weird, and we leaving it like that, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was very good and well done and well played, because I like films to end a certain kind of way where it feels like they just cut a segment out of the life, because that can actually continue on, because it leaves it right there for it to be another continuity if you wanted to, or you could leave it like that and that be the film. And I think that's even dope too, when you could leave a film just like that and leave someone like, oh, right at that edge, like, yo, oh, it's even creepier because you left it like that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that was well done, like, again, the shots that they did to create the mood. This was very mood-centered film. They made it a point to continuously let you know you're in a very creepy environment, and we're in a certain type of displaced mood that's supposed to make you feel like everything is dark. You're not exactly sure if you're bugging or it's someone else doing it, or is it supposed to be a ghost? Like, the way they shot it to make you see and feel how they felt, how desolate the house was after the first tragedy, how vacant it felt for people that actually lived there. It really created the environment that these people living in the house all felt like they were by themselves, living in their own kind of personal purgatory, if you will, in their own kind of personal hell, but living all together in the same house. And it might, just hearing this, if you've never seen the film, might make you go, whoa, this is where they going with it? No, not even. But the way it's shot, like, these people you could tell that they all had individual issues. The father dealing with the mother and her issues, and the son feeling how he's always felt, and he felt since he was young. The daughter feeling like how she felt just being there, like how she was living. If you paid attention to how the daughter was, she was a different type of person. Then you got the mother dealing with all of that. And oh, dag, man, and it just hit me again. Another moment when she said she tried when she was younger. We'll revisit this. I'm going to have to go back in. It's coming more now. And that's also another thing I will say is good, that you have to really keep going over the film in your head to see. Now I see why you're saying Hereditary, because she did say something earlier explaining. So now it's coming together in a way. It's one of those movies, let it resonate, and it'll hit you. There's certain things that I said that they should have peppered just a tad more, because you left it so separate that you forget that you kind of threw that there and there, but it was so far in between, because the movie was so director driven. This was a director's film. telling the story all through the visuals and through setting the mood and great sound effects and the sound design. So what else did I even like about this? The acting. The actors actually gave well done performances. The mother, let's get her name up because I think her name needs to be said. The father, I know him from like another film. The little girl name is Millie Shapiro. Alex Wolff is Peter Graham, the son. The mother, Toni Collette. That's Toni Collette. Okay. She's great. She did an amazing job. She did an amazing job as Annie Graham. And Gabriel Byrne, he played the father. I guess his name is Mr. Graham. It's not really here with his first name. And I know him from I think he was in Cool World once upon a time. But this gentleman right here, he held it down as a father too. He really played his role, giving you that father that looked like he's still in his marriage out of obligation. But you can still kind of see that he loves her, but there's been... And you almost think that issue was there prior to the gap. It almost makes you wonder why they lived out there. It looked like they lived near, in a cabin or something like that. You know what I mean? Out in some deserted area. Yeah, he was in The Usual Suspects. Man in Iron Mask. Okay. He wasn't in Cool World? I swear he was in Cool World. He was at Excalibur? Okay. All right. Cool World. I knew he was in Cool World. Yeah. So anyway, I had to look that up just to be sure. But anyways, he did do an excellent job. But Toni Collette, she sold this as the mother, kind of like in what was it, a Quiet Place? How the mother carried that film. That's how she did. Toni Collette. She was amazing. I think they were well cast. Even the son, he did an amazing job too. Everybody brought it to the table. You could tell all of them had their own personal issues. And how everything culminates at the very end. It's one of those movies that gets better and better. I could tell. I'm going to watch it again. I think this movie will get better and better with more watches. Because it's such a nuanced film. And for a scary film to rely more on the nuances and the shots and cinematography and how they're trying to give you emotions and set emotions and set moods, I think that is where this film totally radiates on top of everything else, and working with a cast like that was totally committed could only make this film shine. The only thing you do is if you F up on your sound design and the sound and everybody, how they placed everything, even the scoring, it carries the film. It's a very good movie. So I recommend it. That's my nitpicks. Still a great movie all in all if I have to rate it. If I had to letter it. For a scary film, a strong B+, and maybe in time, maybe hit an A- for me. But a very strong B+. Just for what it did, what it could achieve, and then it showed no blood. Well, did it? Nah, it showed a little blood, yeah. It showed a little blood, but not wilding. How normally I kind of go for. It was more, they was really trying to play on make it more of a thriller, but still keep it creepy. Is it a horror film? But I really liked it. You know what I mean? I guess you could classify this as horror. Yeah, I would. Definitely would, yeah. But anyways, that's what I thought. You let me know what you thought. Like, share, subscribe. And you already know. I'll see you next time. Tell me how you felt about this film. Let me know any other films you suggest I should go check out, go look at, let you know exactly how I feel about it. This is the fun stuff. This is what I love to do. And I want to do more before and after segments like that when we do the movie reviews. If I haven't seen it before, you know what I mean, I'll go talk about my impressions, what I think off of the trailers, and then go right into the film, and then we'll go do it like that. We might have to, we're going to test the waters with this one again, you know. But this is episode 2 of the actual full video review. I did an episode 1 and I dropped it earlier today. Actually, no, I've done it. I gotta upload the video. It is Into the Spider-Verse. That's something that I did long before, but I just never uploaded. Bear with me. We're gonna get a better schedule, but I'm gonna keep milling these out more. So, but also, I want to do a classic section where you guys could give me film suggestions. I'll go watch it. I'll do before and after reviews, and we just go in from there, and then we'll talk more. Maybe you guys may inspire me to do an editorial on a whole film, and this is the fun stuff. This is what I like to do. So like I said again, one more time, like, share, subscribe. See you next time, and leave it all in below. All right, chill.